Welcome to the Fluent Nerd, a not-so-serious discussion on all things nerdy. I'm Z.
I'm Neil.
This is a show where we discuss our love-hate relationship with the most famous and infamous franchises, movies, shows, games of the nerd world. This is episode 8, and we're talking about...
Independence Day, motherfuckers!
Specifically, the 1996 version, and just the movie.
Yes.
Nothing else. Because the rest of it's shit.
You mean the shitty sequel?
I think there's a show.
I don't know.
I don't know. Well, if there is, it's shit.
No, there was just fucking however long it was to make a sequel, and they fucking dropped the goddamn ball on it.
Yeah. There could be a comic or something. I don't know.
Who knows? This is the 1996 movie.
We're talking about the fucking movie. You guys know what the fuck we're talking
this
about.
This thing is more American than apple pie and blowjobs, motherfucker. I love this fucking movie. You say love-hate relationship? There's no hate here.
It's got aliens.
It's got America.
Got Star Trek stuff. It's super American.
America!
It's got strippers.
It does have strippers.
Fucking, it's like got some
with
Top Gun.
Blackjack and strippers.
It's got some Top Gun moments with the fucking pilots and shit. It's a fucking great movie.
This was the 90s in a movie.
90s nostalgia. Yeah.
Okay.
Hell yeah.
If you're listening to this podcast, you definitely know what this movie's about, but we're going to go through it anyhow.
Yeah.
Because that's what we do here. Essentially, the movie...
Ad nauseum.
Yeah. That's, hey, you can speak Latin.
I don't speak Latino. What?
Deus ex machina. Anyway, the movie starts on July 2nd. I assume 1996. When
I remember that year.
I remember that year.
Fucking Eric Rudolph blew up our fucking town. The Olympics came through.
And
the Braves,
aliens
the Braves won
world.
the World Series. Like, it was a weird fucking year for this state, city.
Weird.
Shit happened.
And in this alternate universe, aliens come.
This is the universe I choose to live in.
It's a giant alien mothership, 550 kilometers long, which, if you don't speak Europe, is 340 miles across.
I speak freedom units.
And they say in the movie that it is 1/4 the size of the moon, which, holy fuck.
Yeah, that's the mothership, though. That's not the ones that's the one that's out in space.
Yeah,
the ones that actually go...
That's the one that Jeff Goldblum and Will Smith eventually
the ones you
go
see
blow
over
up.
the cities are 15 miles across.
Right. Yeah, actually, that's here. And essentially, aliens come over the moon. SETI picks up a radio signal, and SETI being, and for those who don't know, they're essentially a group of scientists that listen for extraterrestrial radio signals, I think it is.
Robot noises.
Yeah,
or
robot
alien noises.
Alien noises,
Yeah.
yep. And, so aliens come to Earth, and then it starts introducing some of the characters. We have the president, Bill Pullman. I always want to say Bill Paxton for some reason.
It's a different guy.
I know. Just like
And
you want to say
equally-
Roberto Picardo, I want to say Bill Paxton.
Bill Paxton's an equally badass dude. He's just not in this movie.
Yeah. And there's so many other people in this movie. We'll save it for a fun fact.
Yeah.
So, essentially, it starts off with him as the president of the United States. I would vote for him if
He's
he
like a
ran.
young, hip president, too.
Yeah.
He's got a little daughter, and his wife's kind of hot.
Yeah.
She's no, Jackie O, but hey. I was going to say Melania Trump, but I couldn't remember her name in time, so there you go.
Yeesh. God bless America. Anyway, aliens come. The president, he decides to, stay in D.C. and, minimize panic and shit like that.
For about 15 minutes.
Yeah. Meanwhile, Jeff Goldblum, whose character's name I don't remember.
It's Jeff Goldblum. Jeff Goldblum doesn't play characters. He plays Jeff Goldblum in every movie.
David Levinson. But no, he plays Jeff Goldblum in every movie.
Yeah.
Like in Ragnarok?
Yeah.
That's just Jeff Goldblum today.
Even in like Portlandia, he's just Jeff Goldblum. That's all he ever is. And everyone's okay with it. Everyone knows, and everyone's okay with it. No one gives a shit.
Yeah. So the alien mothership starts messing up with like television signals and things like that, and Jeff Goldblum works for like a news thing, and he's trying to create, fix all the stuff, and he finds out that the signal that aliens are giving out is like a countdown. And he knows that the countdown means checkmate, to quote him.
I would shit myself and then probably just shoot myself in the head. If I
Shit
found
yourself
out,
and shoot yourself in that order?
shit myself and then shoot
If you
myself.
shoot yourself, you will shit yourself afterwards.
Not necessarily true. Sometimes.
The more you know. Eventually, we're also introduced to Will Smith, who he's like a Marine fighter pilot, some shit. Again, he's just Will Smith.
Did we talk about the conversation we had about
what?
Okay, they address in the movie, he's trying to go to NASA, and one of his friends is like, "You'll never go to NASA if you're, gonna marry a stripper."
Yeah.
And I think Neil said something about like, "Oh yeah, there's something like that's not accurate, a Marine dating a stripper," and I was like, "Fucking really?"
No. What I said was, do you think he gets shit from the guys at the base for dating a stripper?
And the answer is unequivocally no.
Yeah.
Every Marine that I know and every pilot that I know, it would not be a surprise if they were dating or banging a stripper.
True.
So yeah, proceed.
Yeah, you're right. You're absolutely right.
And a Marine pilot, you just got to assume that they are dating a stripper.
Right. But, and again, the movie starts on July 2nd, and all this stuff's going down where Jeff Goldblum he gets his dad, who's the best old Jewish man character in any movie ever. He is
actually Abraham.
He is Abraham and Moses in one character.
Yes.
And it's just, he's the best character in this movie. And he has him drive him over to D.C., where he tells the president...
Jeff Goldblum doesn't have a license in this movie.
Well, a lot of people who live in New York don't have a license?
Yeah, a lot of people are fucking weird, too.
Yeah, a lot of people who live in New York are fucking weird.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I said in New York.
Come at us, city.
Come at us, city, yeah!
We live near cow farms and shit. You won't even know what the fuck to do.
Essentially, though, he gets to D.C., warns the president, says, hey, we got to get the fuck out of here. The aliens are counting down. They're going to kill us all. And they just barely get into Air Force One as they take off, and the countdown ends, and it blows up the White House, blows up a bunch of national landmarks.
It is the iconic scene of the movie.
And is definitely pre-9/11.
Most certainly.
Because we didn't have an emotional reaction to that shit back then. And that was July 2nd. July 3rd picks up. After the effect. And again, Will Smith was dating a stripper. The stripper was getting out of town, but she didn't quite get out of town, but she was safe, and so was the dog, damn it. The dog's safe, too. I'll kill thousands of people in a movie, but I won't kill a dog.
Pretty much.
That was the 90s.
That dog also gave no shits that shit was blowing up behind him.
Yeah, no shits.
It was so obviously a green screen. It hurt.
It was 96, dude. It was a simpler time.
Yeah.
And on July 3rd, the U.S. fights back. They send a bunch of fighter pilots, including Will Smith, to go attack the ship. Spoiler alert, the ship has fucking shields.
Ooh,
and
who'd have thought that a fucking massive mothership with all sorts of 15-mile long, baby ships would have some sort of defense system on it?
I mean,
who'd have thunk?
Who'd have thunk?
If that general had gotten his way, we might actually beat him.
The ICBMs?
ICBM that motherfucker.
Dude, okay, I want to take it aside here. Every single Alien movie, every single anything, even in Rick and Morty they did this. We're going to blow them up with the nukes. When is that ever going to work?
We won't know till we try it.
Because literally, the other general said it. He goes, well, we'll turn one big thing into a lot of tiny things, screaming towards Earth.
If it's small enough pieces, it'll burn up in the atmosphere.
It won't be small enough.
I think it's like most meteors, if they're less than 10 feet, they'll burn up in the atmosphere.
I don't know if that's true.
No, I think anything less than about 10 feet.
10 feet, huh?
Yeah. When it hits the atmosphere and it melts that much.
You blow up something that's 500 kilometers across. You're going to get pieces that are bigger than 10 fucking feet.
Maybe. If you did a strategic nuke and nuke the whole surface of it at
Armageddon
once,
talked about this, okay?
Armageddon also sent a drill team crew, a fucking drilling crew.
It's easier to train drillers.
It made no goddamn sense. So don't fucking quote astronaut shit to me from fucking Armageddon.
Dude, have you ever heard?
Yeah, that was a whole thing. Who was it? One of the actors
Ben
on
Affleck.
There. Yeah, Ben
Affleck.
Affleck.
He goes, what the... He asked the director about it, and the writer was like, shut the fuck up.
Yeah, he was
the exact words he told him was, shut the fuck up.
Yeah, he was like, how is it easier for a mining team to learn to be astronauts than it is for an astronaut team to learn how to use mining equipment? And the director was like, shut the fuck up, then.
Which is... perfect.
So don't you quote your bullshit Armageddon facts at me. There's only room for one shitty 90s action movie in this episode.
There's room for a ton.
In this episode, and it's Independence Day.
We celebrate our Independence Day.
Proceed.
Oh, man. So, yeah, the attack on the ship above L.A. goes like dog shit.
I mean, go for it. Blow L.A. up.
No comment. I got a buddy who lives out there.
Yeah, he's also smart enough to fucking leave when the aliens show up.
Very true. Quite true. He's not gonna be one of the fuckers with the big poster up on the building. Going,
We
"Welcome!"
definitely know someone who will be, though.
Yes, we do. Yes, we do. Love you. So yeah, the attack goes awry. Will Smith, because he's Will Smith, survives the attack, but he gets one of the fighters to follow him into the Grand Canyon.
Hashtag plot armor.
Hashtag plot armor. Hashtag Will Smith. Where he eventually, he goes through the canyon. It's that cool scene, and he ejects. The alien crashes, and he brings him out, and he punches him in his alien helmet, but it apparently still knocks him out.
Yeah.
Because that's how... Welcome to Earth!
And he drags his ass in the parachute for miles.
Welcome to Earth!
Earth.
And, yeah. And then he opens up and smokes his victory cigar. Because, you don't light up till the fat lady sings.
Mm-hmm.
He then gets found by the redneck guy. Can't remember his name. And I can't remember the actor's name
Randy
either.
Quaid.
Randy Quaid.
My
Comes across him
hero in this movie.
It comes across him in the fucking desert and goes, "Yeah, hey, soldier." And he's like leading a convoy of fucking rednecks and
Randy Quaid's a former Army pilot from Vietnam, so he's feeling for the Marine pilot.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
But, and he's leading a convoy of rednecks and people.
Which is where I will be if this shit ever happens.
Absolutely.
I will be in the convoy or leading the convoy.
And they're all heading towards Area 51 because that's where you go when aliens attack.
Actually, that guy in Mad Max Fury Road with the bass that shoots fire?
The guitar, yeah.
That's me in the convoy. I'm up there on bungees just like, wow! Fire out of the fucking
You can't really play
bass.
guitar, but you can shoot a flamethrower.
I can shoot a flamethrower, though. You only have to do one of them well.
Just get Spotify to play the guitar.
Yeah, no shit.
But eventually they get to Area 51 where the president and them all went as well. Turns out Area 51 was hiding aliens.
No. And Commander Data.
And Lieutenant Commander Data. Exactly. Yeah, because fucking I can't remember his actor's name.
Actually, it's Dr. Noonien Singh.
Soong.
Brent Spiner.
Brent Spiner's in this fucking movie.
Job.
Just randomly. He's a scientist in Area 51 who studies aliens. Aliens, excuse me.
I mean, who goes into science for any other reason?
That's a good point. Any other non-alien scientists out there?
They don't
write in.
exist.
We don't care
They're not
about you.
real.
They get to Area 51, and the president learns that they've had aliens for a long time. The Roswell crash was like a scouting party for these aliens.
See, and that's bullshit because the lizard people have a book, and when you get elected president, they let you read the book.
Well, they tell him in the movie it was for plausible deniability reasons.
No, fuck that. There's a book that the lizard people publish, and you get to read it when you become president. That's why Jimmy Carter... We're going to go alien here for a minute. Jimmy Carter, one of his platforms was he was going to tell us all about the aliens when he got elected.
Yeah.
And then when he got elected, he went, sorry, I can't. Because the aliens were like, here's what's up. The lizard people were like, well, I mean, we'll eat your family. You can tell people it's fine.
The truth we have.
If you tell everyone they're living in the simulation will fail and they'll all die. Okay, well, never mind. Moving on. If it runs on collective brain power like the Matrix.
It looks like a duck. Smells like a duck.
I'm saying, man.
Quacks like a duck. All right. Well, they get to Area 51, and the president, and that's where they bring the new alien in, because the other ones died. Most of them died. I think they most died in the crash, and one of them was alive for a little bit afterward. But they'd been studying their bodies, but they had the live one, and Brett Spiner's character was super excited. And they brought him in, and the aliens have, like, mind control, apparently. And they read the president's mind. Some shit happens, and then the president goes, "Is that glass bulletproof?" And then fucking
Adam Baldwin,
Jane from Firefly goes, "No, sir," and shoots the fuck out of an alien with a 9mm, which was awesome.
Apparently, aliens aren't bulletproof either.
I don't know what to say to that. Nope, apparently not. So eventually, the aliens are doing like a second wave of their attack. You know, they attack the main centers of government, then they're attacking military bases, things like that. As one of the smaller ships is coming towards Area 51 to finish off the final command of the United States. Will Smith and Jeff Goldblum.
Mm-hmm.
So many names, man. So many actors in this movie.
Wonder Twins.
Yeah. Salt and pepper.
You know, most of their lines were improvised between the two of them.
Really?
Yep.
I did not know that. Well, I guess I shouldn't, because Jeff Goldblum's lines are.
He only plays Jeff Goldblum. I'm telling you.
Jeff Goldblum has the idea of how to take down the shield, and it's
Life
and it's the
finds a way.
it's the 90s solution to everything: computer virus.
Mm-hmm.
Because our computers are definitely compatible with alien computers.
Well, did you not catch that it's a giant computerized allegory for War of the Worlds?
How did I not catch that?
Because you're stupid.
Yeah, I am stupid.
Because the virus is what kills him in H.G. Wells'
War
of
the
the Worlds.
Canonically, I am stupid. And there's only one way to get it up there. You got to get up to the mothership.
You got to fly it up their butthole.
And Will Smith...
You got to fly it right up the butthole.
Will Smith... This is where the movie breaks down a little bit.
No, it doesn't break down.
I've seen his excuse for... So they have one of the alien ship that he picked up in Roswell.
Mm-hmm.
And he goes, I can fly it. I've seen what they're capable of. I'm like, okay, I can see how an F-16 flies in an air show. I have no fucking clue how to drive a space.
But who the fuck else would you suggest sending up there?
The people who've been studying it for 50 years.
No. If they're too much of wimps to steal that thing and joyride it, then they don't deserve to drive it.
Who says they didn't joyride it?
Everyone. Because everyone would have called about it.
Maybe they have.
If I worked in that bitch, I'd steal that thing and take off. Who's going to catch you?
You ever heard of Bob Lazar?
Who?
Bob Lazar?
No.
I'll have to tell you about him off the air because it's too much to talk about. But that dude has pretty much proven to me that aliens exist and they've come here.
Lizard people.
Pretty much. Long story short, Jeff Goldblum and Will Smith fly up to space. They release the computer virus on the mothership, and all the shields go down.
And we saved the day.
We save the day. And and I could get used to the cigars. And
I could get used to these.
And meanwhile, while they're up there, the U.S., of course the U.S., runs the worldwide offensive. There's a part in the movie where there's these British guys in the desert, and they go, the Americans have a plan of attack, and he goes, it's about time. It's
you know who played that guy, right?
No.
That was Nigel McEnglishman.
Fucking Christ.
I do not see that coming.
Nigel McEnglishman.
Nigel McEnglishman.
It's about time those bloody Yanks got their idea together.
Oh, I see.
What do they say we have to do? Let's follow their orders. And they create a worldwide offensive where they're all attacking different ships. And they're, get on the horn, tell them to bring these suckers down. And something like that. And there's the largest aerial battle in human mankind on the 4th of July, Independence Day. It's faith that today is the 4th of July.
Stop stealing the quotes.
I know. I just love it so much. And you said Randy Quaid?
Yeah.
Yeah. He's the only one left with a missile towards the end when the shields are finally brought down.
My fucking hero.
The missile launching system fails.
Mm-hmm.
So he says the best shit I've ever heard in a movie, and he suicide bombs right up the alien ship's asshole and brings it down just in the nick of time.
That's how you do it.
And
there's your plot.
There's the fucking plot.
Pretty straightforward, but man,
I love
the
this fucking
execution's
movie,
great.
man. I fucking love this movie so much.
All right, we'll come back in a minute with some fun facts. Okay, so obviously there's a bunch of good actors in this. We're going to go through them and what they've been in and other nerdy stuff. There's a lot to cover here.
I love these.
Will Smith, Men in Black, obviously.
Yeah.
Wild Wild West. Wicked, wicked, wow, wow. Yeah.
Desperado.
He was in Bright. Not a fan.
I wasn't either. Not a great movie.
The New Aladdin.
Oh, fuck, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Suicide Squad, Deadshot.
Yeah.
Hancock, which was great. Pretty good movie.
I did like that movie.
And the really, really, really bad version of I Am Legend.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Obviously, he's another shit, but we're talking about the nerdy stuff, so I don't care about the Fresh Prince. Which I've never seen.
You've never seen Fresh Prince?
Nope, not even a single episode.
What the fuck is wrong with you? Continue.
Jeff Goldblum, Jurassic Park, obviously. Copyright. He was in Thor Ragnarok and Guardians of the Galaxy.
Mm-hmm.
He was in Call of Duty Black Ops 3.
Okay.
He's a voice in that.
Hey, you need to go to the objective.
You should totally reload this gun and kill that there guy.
Why is he Canadian when you do his voice?
I don't know, guy. I don't know where the fuck he's from. He's got a strange accent.
He's Jewish.
Wow.
He's from New York. He's a New York Jew.
Wow. Jeez.
That's just what he is. That's not an insult.
I had a Jewish friend tell me one time, I was like, what is offensive when you're talking about Jewish people? And he's like, you can't say any word in front of it. I was like, you're a fucking awesome Jew. And he's like, touche.
Although, there's still a little bit of sting to that. Like,
Not really. I don't know. Anyway, he's in several of those. God, who's that shitty weird director who does like the Life Aquatic? He was in that.
Oh,
he was in the Grand Budapest Hotel.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I cannot remember that.
He does those weird ass movies. Apparently, he was in King of the Hill.
Really?
Yeah, I just rewatched King of the Hill and I can't recall who he was.
Interesting.
He was in The Prince of Egypt.
I don't know that movie.
That's an animated movie. I think we have to cover it. I've heard it's really good. And I think
is it like
I think John Williams did the sound for it and everything.
Is that like a movie? No, Prince of Persia was something else.
Yeah.
That was a bad movie.
And then going back to like the 80s, he was in Earth Girls Are Easy, which we're going to cover that eventually. Have you ever seen it?
No, but it sounds amazing.
If I remember correctly, and I may be completely off, but as I recall, him and a couple other people are aliens, and they get sent down here with the goal to like make a hybrid. And they discover that Earth girls are kind of skanky, and they spend most of the movie, I think, like hitting on this girl, if I recall. I may be completely
So it's
off.
like a buddy comedy kind of thing?
Yeah, it's a quirky 80s comedy thing. It's right up our alley.
Nice.
Or my alley. And, of course, he was in the awesome 80s remake of The Fly.
That was a good movie.
But yeah, that's one of those I made you watch.
That's one of those. Actually, you haven't made me watch it. I watched it on my own.
Oh, I made someone watch it.
That's one of those movies. I'm really surprised they haven't made a modern remake of it.
They have. I'm pretty sure they came out one in the 2000s.
Huh.
Yeah. So, Bill Pullman is also in Scary Movie 4. He's in The Grudge.
Oh, fuck. He was in Scary Movie 4.
Yep.
He was in The Grudge?
Apparently.
I never watched it, but...
Yep. I haven't seen it since it came out. Yeah.
Yeah.
He was in Titan AE, apparently. I haven't seen that.
That is not a bad movie, by the way. I actually like that movie.
Yeah, I think we were talking about doing
Matt
that.
Damon's
Matt Damon
is the main star in it.
He's also in Spaceballs.
Yes, he is.
He's the main character in Spaceballs.
He's oh fuck, Lone Star.
Lone Star, that's him.
So, Mama dare give me the raspberry.
Yep. Mary McDowell, the president's wife,
obviously
was the president in Battlestar Galactica.
Madam President.
I fucking love that show. She was also the mom in Donnie Darko.
Oh fuck, she was.
And she was in Scream 4.
And Dances with Wolves.
And Dances with Wolves. Randy Quaid, my boy, was Cousin Eddie in Vegas. All the Vegas, not Vegas, but the vacation movies.
Yeah.
He was also apparently in The Adventures of Pluto Nash.
Never heard of it.
Eddie Murphy animated show or animated movie from like the early 2000s.
Never heard of it.
Yeah. He was in Not Another Teen Movie. He was the
That's
dad.
right, he was, yeah.
He was in Kingpin, the bowling movie. And he was apparently in Days of Thunder, which I haven't seen.
I don't think I've heard of that.
It's Tom Cruise movie. Apparently, it's the racing version of Top Gun, from what I've heard from a bunch of
Oh, you know, I have. I
Like
think
the
I've seen
NASCAR
it,
version of Top
I haven't
Gun.
seen the movie, but I've heard of it.
people. Yeah, so Brent Spiner obviously is Data. He's also apparently in Star Wars Rebels, which is the one of the few Star Wars things I've never seen, just because I don't want to pay extra money for it.
Yeah, same.
He apparently was in Warehouse 13 as well.
I heard of that show.
I think I watched the first.
Did you know he
season of
also actually voiced the Joker at one point?
it. Did not know that.
Yeah.
But apparently,
I didn't
this
like
is
it,
a good
but-
one. He voiced Conan O'Brien in South Park Bigger, Longer, and Uncut. Which I can't imagine it's that hard to get Conan O'Brien to voice himself, but
How do you?
South Park does that though. Whenever they have celebrities on, they
Yeah.
just have them voice random shit. They had
That's funny.
God, who's that pretty boy guy who's in Ocean's 11 and all that? The main
George Clooney?
Yeah, George Clooney played a dog in that movie.
Oh, that's right. I knew that. I did know. He goes,
Yeah.
bark.
Yeah, that's
Bark,
his only
bark.
line. So I guess they just the Trent and Matt on that fucking on South Park are just phenomenal.
That's hilarious.
I love the way they do this
That's
shit.
amazing.
And then all right, so Adam Baldwin. I was alluding to someone who's been in like everything.
Yeah.
Adam Baldwin's been in fucking everything.
Yeah, he has.
So he voiced several characters in DC games and shows over the years. He was
Really?
in like Arkham Asylum.
Shit.
He played Superman in like a whole TV series, apparently. He
Wow.
played Metamorpho in another one. He was in a Transformers show in 2011, TV show. He was a character in Mass Effect 2.
I need to look up who he was, because that's one of my favorite
Cal
fucking games.
Regar.
Huh.
I knew I had to write that one down for you.
I'm replaying it right now, so...
Yeah. Also, he was in Halo 3 and Halo 3
ODST?
ODST. Whatever.
Orbital Drop Shock Trooper.
He played Dutch.
Oh my fucking god.
Apparently, I don't know.
It's been years since I played that game.
He's
but I know
also
exactly who it
in
is.
Half-Life 2, which I haven't played any of the Half-Life games
I
yet.
haven't either. That's kind of a hit
that's-
to our nerd cred.
Yeah. Yeah, it really is. Yeah.
We'll cut that out.
He's also Jane Cobb in Firefly and Serenity. He was
The hero of Canton, the
was
one
also
they call Jane.
apparently in Stargate SG-1. I don't know. I haven't seen that.
Actually, I've seen the previews, and I saw him in that, but...
He's in X-Files, which I just recently rewatched.
Yeah. He isn't fucking everything.
I'm not done.
Jesus Christ.
He was in a Men in Black TV show.
I didn't even know there was a Men in Black TV show.
Me neither. And he was in The Patriot, which is not nerdy, but I love that movie.
knew that.
Yeah.
I remember. He's the fucking traitor.
Yep. So that's Adam Baldwin for
Traitor.
you. Obviously, there's a Baldwin in every movie ever made.
Yeah.
I mean, if you go to a community college and film a movie,
There's
like
a Baldwin
on
in
campus, there's a Baldwin that just appears. You just actually say Baldwin three times, and he pops up like Beetlejuice.
There's a Baldwin and probably a Wahlberg, too.
Ooh, we got to cover Beetlejuice. I can't say it again. That'd be 3. But we have to cover that movie at some point. Don't you do? It's just me, so I'm already here.
Fuck.
And then Harvey Firestein, he's that guy who dies in the movie. He's in the car, and the other car falls on top of him. And he's like the friend who's he's got a very distinct, weird voice.
He's like the weird, maybe gay boss guy.
Guy talks like this.
Hey, I gotta call my lawyer. Yeah, I'm not gonna call my lawyer.
He was in Mrs. Doubtfire. He was in Big Mouth, which if you haven't seen that show, it's actually pretty.
I haven't seen
funny.
it. I know Nick Kroll made it, and I'm a
It's
big fan
actually
of
pretty
his.
funny.
So
He was in Family Guy and the new Dark Crystal series. That's coming
the
out.
new Dark Crystal series.
And he was also Yao in Mulan. Now that you're thinking about who he is,
oh my god,
it's absolutely him, right?
Yes.
Let's get down to business
To defeat the Huns.
Yeah, he was in Kingdom Hearts 2, and he was in the
Never played
Hercules TV show.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think I may have watched a handful of episodes as a kid. But
I have a friend who's really into that show. I can't get into it.
yeah. I like
All right.
the Hercules movie.
So that's just the actor shit. We're not even close to done with fun facts. All right, so according to the co-producer, Dean Devlin, and the producer, co-writer, whatever he is, the U.S. military agreed to support the film by letting them film at the bases, but they withdrew their support after learning there were references to Area 51.
Wow.
Yeah, shady shit. So the scene where Will Smith's dragging the unconscious alien across the salt flats was actually filmed in the Great Salt Flat in Utah. And when he says, "What the hell is that smell?" It's because the Great Salt Lake actually was home to a bunch of tiny crustaceans called brine shrimp, and they sunk to the bottom of the lake. And apparently, when you walk across it and you like disturb that layer, you can actually smell these dead, decomposed fucking shrimp. And no one told him about it, and so he actually was like dragging this fake alien and was like, "What the hell is that smell?" And it was a real line. And they're like, "We're keeping it in."
That's a G move. I like that.
Okay. We specifically rewatched the speech scene for a reason.
Yes.
And the reason is that when they filmed that, it was August 6th, 1995. And the airplane hangar they filmed in front of used to hold the Enola Gay.
Oh,
which took off on August 6th, 1945. Exactly 50 years to the day.
Holy shit.
Yeah, bro.
I can't tell if that's amazing or like, ugh.
I don't know.
And
like I said already,
speech, man.
Yeah, Jeff Goldblum and Will Smith, they improvised all their lines.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah. So this movie holds the record for the most miniature model work to appear in one film. And is likely to hold that record forever.
Because of CGI?
Because of CGI. So they said there are probably more miniatures in this movie than there are in any other 2 films combined.
Wow.
He said basically that since the digital stuff's so big now, most experts say this is probably going to be the forever record.
That's pretty fucking cool.
Right?
It's a good thing to hang your hat on.
Yep.
Must be the most American fucking movie on the fucking planet.
Yeah. So in the briefing scene at Area 51, you can see like a night vision panning of the base.
Yeah.
And that's actually from a from a movie called, or those your actual like found footage type things that someone filmed from something called Freedom Ridge, which is like a ridge that hangs over Area 51 you used to be able to go to publicly.
Oh, yeah.
And these are things that people actually filmed themselves. And the government took that shit over in the 90s, the late 90s, and you can't get there anymore.
Yeah, they expanded the area. But, hey, if we all storm it, they can't kill us all. Don't go to Area 51,
We
please.
will gladly put someone on the air who's there, but we're not going.
No, I'm
If you
not.
want to call us live from this and we can hear you get shot to death.
I'm not going. I am not a part of this. I am not supporting that. Don't do it.
I'm not supporting it, but if you want to call us, we'll live stream you.
No, we won't.
I will, personally. So, one of the lines from Jurassic Park, Jeff Goldblum says it in this movie as well. He says, "We must go faster, must go faster."
Let's go faster. Must go faster.
Yeah. Yeah, that was from Jurassic Park. He did it again.
Yeah, it was.
So, again, on the salt flats, a bunch of the crew were wearing long pants and still managed to get sunburned up their legs because the white surface it goes up your pant leg and burns you, which, with my complexion, I would have just fucking melted. Fuck that. So this movie got massive hype when it came out, and it actually had to postpone the release of Mars Attacks because it was supposed to come out in the same year.
Because it's also the same movie.
Mars Attacks is infinitely more fun.
It's more campy.
Oh, it's certainly more campy. But you get a freedom boner from Independence Day, but you laugh your ass off at Mars Attacks. They're different things. They're the same movie. I mean, Mars Attacks has Danny DeVito in it even. Like, come on.
Fuck, it does.
Yeah. Anyway, they had to push it back from summer to Christmas, and Steven Spielberg actually canceled his plans to direct a War of the Worlds movie and put it off until 2005 because of this movie.
Damn.
Yeah.
Did you ever watch that War of the Worlds movie with Tom Cruise?
Probably. Maybe. I don't know. Oh, yeah, I think once when it came out.
This has got Dakota Fanning in it. I'm not a huge fan of hers, but...
So this movie was banned in Lebanon under pressure from Hezbollah because it had scenes where Iraqis and Israelis joined forces, and that's just not allowed. Yeah, that's the thing.
Gotta put aside our petty differences. Apparently not.
No. So the helicopter they used for the welcome wagon was a Sikorsky S-64 Sky Crane with a bunch of flashing lights. And in the DVD commentary, they said that when they actually flew it the first time with the lights on, they got 150 calls from Orange County in California from people saying there was a UFO flying around.
Irony.
Yeah. This one's good. According to a limited release of the score of this movie that came out recently, there's a drum rhythm that comes out in the invasion scenes, and they're actually playing the Morse code letters for DIE.
Oh, fuck.
Holy shit, right?
That's pretty cool.
So,
small little details.
Mary McDonnell actually accepted the role when her agent called her and said, it's a movie about 15-mile spaceships. 15-mile wide spaceships. And she's like, all right, I'm in.
I'm in. I'm going to be in it for a total of 5 fucking minutes.
So this one's real topical. President Whitmore was originally supposed to be more like a Nixon figure, and they wanted Kevin Spacey to do it because he was Dean Devlin's friend from high school.
Fuck, I'm so happy that didn't happen.
So an executive at Fox refused to cast him, saying he didn't have the potential to be a big star.
That or he just knew the shit he was doing at the time.
Yeah. Anyway, they rewrote it and gave it to Bill Pullman, and of course, Kevin Spacey later became a bigger star than Pullman.
Yeah.
Until he got
arguably
caught being a fucking creep.
Yep.
And he actually played an alien in K-Pax, and he played the president in House of Cards, so he got to play pretty much every role from the movie.
Spoilers.
Yeah. Yep. And so did Jen A. Forrest Gump.
Oh my god.
Yeah. What else was she in? She was in something else.
Tons of shit.
I don't know.
Not this movie.
We didn't write all that shit down. Oh, so except for the biplane scene with the crop dusting, every other airplane is either a model or a computer-generated effect.
Damn.
Mm-hmm.
Every other airplane.
Yep. So,
wow.
The interior scenes for the White House were originally built for the movie The American President in 1995, and they were actually used for Mars Attacks in 96 and Nixon in 95.
They used the same set for Mars Attacks? That's amazing.
Yeah, literally the same movie.
That's so cool.
And so, also, the alien spacecraft in Area 51 was a full-scale model. It was 65 feet wide.
Oh, shit.
Right?
So, no, it wasn't full scale.
No, it was.
full-scale model would be 550 kilometers.
No, the alien spacecraft in Area 51.
Oh, I'm sorry.
The little, fighter jet thing.
Got it. That's pretty fucking cool.
Yeah. And my last fun fact, I don't know how fun this one is, but they were filming at the Los Angeles International Airport, and they had to delay it several days due to a threat from the Unabomber, Ted Kaczynski.
Oh, shit.
How much more 90s can you get of a movie?
How much more 90s can you get? That's amazing. Not amazing for that, but I'm saying it's
so...
This movie is the 90s in a movie. It's amazing.
Yeah.
But, holy shit. I can't wait to hear what kind of fan theories you have for this.
I don't have any fan theories.
Fuck.
Spoiler alert. Maybe I'll find some in between.
Yeah.
Give us a few minutes while I Google some shit. All right, so after some exhaustive review of my thesauri laying around, there are no fan theories about this that are worth a shit.
Because, you find fan theories in thesauruses.
I do.
That's my secret.
Yep. The only one I saw, someone said that the force fields on the ships are necessary for space travel. I'm like, that's not really
like a deflector dish,
not really a
like
fan
in Star
theory,
Trek.
though. I mean, that's just like facts.
That's just stupid.
It's sci-fi facts. So
Also, you don't know how they travel through space.
yeah, they could fold like in Dune.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Or quantum jump, like in Battlestar.
true. What is it they say? Spinning up the FTL drive. Yeah.
The goddamn FTL drive.
Mary McDonald was 43rd in the line of succession. God damn it.
What was your favorite part of this movie, Z?
Easily Randy Quaid flying into the butthole of the ship while telling his son, tell my kids I love them. Hold on, what is the line? In the words of my generation, up yours!
God damn. My ears just blasted out.
We just lost every viewer.
I'm going to have to
Edit that down a little bit. Just bleep it out.
Jesus.
I don't even give a shit. That's easily my favorite line in the movie.
And it is the culminating moment.
Yeah, I said this to you while we were watching it, but that is the epitome of the American redneck that is the reason America exists.
Yeah, Z has this theory that rednecks...
It's not a fucking theory. A bunch of pissed off colonials with guns rebelled against the British government and got their way.
They shot Nigel McEnglishman.
They fucking kicked his fucking dainty little tea into the fucking harbor and said, go
Those were
fuck yourself.
Bostonians.
What?
Those were Bostonians.
Who were?
The tea?
Yes.
The Boston Tea Party were people from Boston, not
I
rednecks.
know. They're Yanks. They're all rednecks. Every
Boston
American was a redneck to the British.
It. All right.
The spirit of America is a redneck.
All right.
That's what I'm saying.
I hear you.
God. It was still a frontier. You walked like 10 feet out of fucking Boston and it's fucking country and there's Indians trying to kill you. It's
Native American Z.
they call themselves Indians.
I know.
God.
Yeah.
Anyway, it's essential America. It's this guy. He's fucking former military guy. He fucking hates aliens, and
they sexually.
He's a
harassed
drunk
him.
all throughout the movie. Like he's your quintessential American hero.
I'm a pilot.
Not like fucking who could fly this thing? Fuck it. I've only had 6 liters of beer. I'm good. Or 6 liters American units of beer. Or
American units of beer.
pints. That's not even American.
Ounces.
Bucks. I don't know.
Anyhow.
Gallons. I had 6 gallons. I'm good. That's my favorite part. Randy Quaid.
That's fair. My favorite part. It's so easy to say the president's speech.
It's a great scene.
But honestly, I actually really liked Brent Spiner. Just surprise Brent Spiner. Just Brent Spiner? Brent Spiner.
Brent.
Yeah, surprise Brent Spiner. Just kind of like, oh, hey, it's Data. He's got long hair. He's really quirky. It's kind of weird. So yeah, just I guess surprise Brent Spiner and the president's speech were all valid favorite parts of mine.
Yep.
We will not go quietly into the good night. Into the night. Fuck, I already fucked it up.
Good job.
What's your least favorite part of the
The
movie?
sequel.
You fucking stole mine. You
why I had to go
fucking
first.
stole mine.
I don't even recall anything about it. That's how bad it is. It doesn't have any of the magic.
Bill Pullman doesn't even do a speech.
Gross.
He doesn't even do a speech.
Gross. I don't know.
What? You had Wait, when did it come out? Like 2 years ago, 3 years ago? Something like that? Like
Yeah.
over
You
15
had
years.
one job.
Over 15 years to write this fucking script. And
We should have had Mary McDonald take over as president.
she dies in this movie.
Well, okay. Zombies.
Alien zombies.
Twin. Alternate universe. It's sci-fi, bitch. There's a billion ways she could come back.
And then they brought one of the discount Hemsworth brothers into it, too. Fuck. Such a bad movie. We will not be covering that individually. We're just not going to do it.
No, fuck that. It's our podcast. We can do the fuck we want. We'll cover Gremlins 2 before we cover that.
And we're not covering Gremlins 2. I don't know.
I want you to watch it one day and be like, actually, I really like this one.
That'd be funny.
That would be
It's not
hilarious.
going to happen, but it'd be
No,
funny.
probably not.
If I had to pick a least favorite part of this movie, God, I don't know, man. I love this fucking movie.
It's a great fucking movie.
Um,
I'm certain part of it has to do with the nostalgia factor,
for sure,
but
because we both grew up in the '90s.
yeah, it's a great movie. I grew up in the 1690s, actually.
Well, yeah. I mean,
The third time.
I just said the '90s.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's a cop out, but I don't really have a least favorite part of this movie. And you already copped out by saying the sequel. So, yeah, it's just it's got nostalgia goggles. I mean, tell us what your least favorite part is, or if you have any criticisms of this. We're gonna promptly ignore the fuck out
I was
of
gonna say,
them.
make sure you label it clearly as Independence Day least favorite, so we can just delete it without reading it. That's how we're gonna handle this. Like,
Yeah.
like complete consummate professional adults.
So if you haven't
By
figured
deleting
out,
your
yeah,
email.
if you haven't figured out already, we highly recommend this movie. If you haven't seen it, you're either 10 years old or you've been living in a cave,
Or you're blind.
or you're not American.
You could live in Lebanon.
Yeah, that's true. So if you live in Lebanon, get a pirate copy, and watch this fucking movie, guys. If
You know how
see it-
they DVD copied like all these copies of the interview and threw them over the border?
Yeah.
That's what we're doing to Lebanon. Here's a 20-something-year-old. Oh God, it's over 30 years old now.
No,
it's
it's not.
I can't math. I'm fucking tired.
Jesus Christ. It was 20 years old in 2016.
I'm so tired. Anyway.
So it's 23 years old.
Yep. So this episode,
It's old enough to drink.
Yeah, this episode comes out while we're at Dragon Con.
Yes, it does.
So if you hear this and it just popped up on your feed and you're at Dragon Con and you're listening to a podcast for some fucking reason, come find us, I guess.
If you're too tired and you're just hanging out in the room or whatever.
Yeah. Come at us and
Come
we'll
find us.
maybe give you a sticker
I mean, if you come find us at Dragon Con, we're definitely giving you a sticker.
if we still have them, or if we're, sober enough to find them.
That is a big if. That is a big if.
Anyway.
But yeah, rewatch this movie even if you've seen it 1,000 times. It's so worth it. And we thank you guys for listening, and we'll see you next time. Maybe at Dragon Con.
In the words of my generation.
Up yours.
Mankind. That word should have a new meaning for all of us today. We can't be consumed with our petty
All right,
differences
guys. Well,
anymore.
thanks for listening to the Fluent
We will be
Nerd.
united in our
Join us
common
next week.
interests.
You can
Perhaps
find us
it's fate
on
that today
Facebook,
is the
Twitter,
4th of
and
July.
Instagram at
You
the
will once
Fluent
again be
Nerd.
fighting for our
If you like what
freedom,
you
not
heard,
for
please leave us
tyranny,
a
oppression,
5-star
or
review
persecution,
wherever you get your
but from
podcasts.
annihilation.
And also tell your friends about us.
We're
Seriously,
fighting for our
text one
right
right
to
now.
live,
Or
to
shout if you
exist.
happen to be in public.
And should we win the day?
You can send your feedback, show ideas, or behind-the-scenes stories to
thefluentnerd@gmail.com.
thefluentnerd@gmail.com. And we'll give a very special thanks to our musical talent,
We
Sean
will not
Ryan.
go quietly into the night. We
Check
will
him
not
out.
vanish without a fight.
Check him out on
We're gonna
Instagram,
live on.
SoundCloud, and
We're gonna
Facebook.
survive.
Again, Sean Ryan. And we'll see you guys next week. God bless America.
I had to do the last 4 lines loud.